Hello again. Today I'd like to read to you from a story that is entitled, Do You Hear It? This story is inspired by another Christmas song that's an old favorite. Maybe you'll catch on as we read. Do you hear it? Prologue. Hoshea wanted to send the lamb out into the wilderness to die. It was a runt. "He will take nourishment from the healthy lambs," my uncle said. "It is our responsibility to provide the best for the caravans. We do not need a sickly lamb using up the food and ewe's milk when his brothers and sisters can grow stronger and healthier than he ever will." We were shepherds. Or I should say my Uncle Hoshea was a shepherd. Many thought him a harsh man, but he was more gruff than harsh, more practical than sentimental. And I knew that when I was a small boy, too young to help in the fields, and my father was mauled to death by a hungry lion, Hoshea took responsibility for my mother and me. Before I was of age to be an apprentice shepherd, Hoshea convinced my mother to let me come into the fields and learn shepherding skills, a decision that freed Mother to seek solace as another man's wife, a merchant who had no time or need for stepchildren. It was then that the ribbing began. "Runt," they called me. "Stumbling block," they yelled. Hoshea would not let them openly abuse me, but neither did he redress them for their bullyish ways. "You must develop a tough skin, Zechariah," he said. "One day you will be first shepherd, and you must rule firmly." Even with the stern admonition, I began to plead my case. "But, Uncle," the words came slowly, thoughtfully. I had to use just the right argument to save the little lamb. What would have happened to me, a runt, an orphan foundling, if you had not exercised pity when my father died, and even more when my mother left to become some other man's wife? You did not send me to the wolves and the wild." "But, Zach," he started to protest, but I could see the wheels of my education beginning to turn behind his thoughtful eyes. Just one more push was needed. "I'll be responsible," I promised, perhaps too eagerly. "I will find him food and water. I will keep him safe. I will—" Hoshea held up his hands in mock surrender, and the edges of a smile touched his lips. "Okay, okay." And then the stern returned to his steely eyes. "But your responsibility to the flock and the company will not be diminished, or else we will have lamb chops in the evening." I ran and threw my arms around his waist in joy. "No, Uncle, you will see," I promised anew. "I will become the best of your under-shepherds, and Wooly will become the finest sheep in all the flock." From that day on, we were inseparable.